conversation with the voices in your head. They said that love has shut the door on you, and you'd be better off instead. Girl, don't you listen? Your time is gonna come. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. Yeah. So when you gonna let somebody in? It's a classic situation where you don't know how to feel. So you go it alone, you turn off the phone when the struggle gets too real, yeah. Girl, you better listen. It's time to make a change. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. So when you gonna let somebody in? Yeah, let 'em in. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. So when you gonna let somebody in? Let 'em in. Had another rough conversation with the voices in your head. They said that love has shut the door on you, and you'd be better off instead. Girl, don't you listen?
All right, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Wednesday evening, broadcasting from the B-Level Entertainment Studios. I am your host, B-Level, and tonight is Wednesday night where we are doing On the Level with B-Level. Now, On the Level with B-Level, we are talking to extraordinary people doing extraordinary things, and we definitely have an extraordinary woman that we're going to be talking to. I'm going to call her the guru of stylists and hair, the hair industry, one of the gurus, Miss Alysha Johnson. But before we bring her up, I want to tell you about a lot of promotions that we've got going on at UTB. Tomorrow, Thursday night, we've got a special edition of King's Talk. Now, tomorrow, I will be talking with three dope individuals, three black men about stuff that black men need to talk about, like, entrepreneurship, being fathers, legacy, relationship. Like, listen, tomorrow night, we normally do not broadcast on Thursdays, okay? But tomorrow night at 7:30, I need the ladies. I know the ladies normally watch us, but ladies, you need to make sure that your guy know about the King's Talk edition tomorrow. Thursday at 7:30. I'm going to be talking to T. Will, Tracy Johnson, and Duna Davis about stuff that men need to talk about Black men, things that Black men need to talk about. So make sure you join us tomorrow, 7:30. It is a special edition, and my plan is to, after we do the King's Talk edition, to come back and do Queen's Talk. Then Friday, I've started this thing on Friday at noon. I always do Straight Talk No Chaser, which is a story time with B-Level. I'm going to be talking about my past relationship, my rendezvous, my situationships, and more. I'm going to give you more of B-Level. You ask more, I'm going to give you more each and every Friday at 12 noon. That's happening. And then on Sunday, we got the flagship, the thing that we got famous on, UTB Unpacking the Baggage podcast. I am on this podcast every Sunday at 7 with some dope people. We got Tristan Hobbs, we've got Andrea Hicks, we've got Candy Webb, we've got Anthony P, and then we've got Jayla with the T. I am part of a dope podcast. We call that podcast UTB short, Unpacking the Baggage. It's the best damn podcast in the world, and it happens this Sunday, every Sunday at 7 p.m. I need you guys to please share this live. Let me go and bring my guest up front. Good evening, Miss Alysha. How are you? You got to take it off mute. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
You look stunning.
Thank you.
You look great. How are you today?
I'm great. I'm a little
nervous.
I'm all right.
Tell me why you're nervous.
For one, because you told me I have to talk about myself. And I don't like to do that a lot.
Yep.
And not with complete strangers anyway. So
well, just consider
and we live, so
yeah, we are live, but just consider everybody, the 3,000 or 4,000 or 6,000, 7,000 people that were listening are all family. I don't want to make you any nervous. All right, so listen, I want to introduce you first, and then we'll get into our conversation, okay? All right, here's Miss Alysha Johnson. Attended the University of Central Arkansas College at some point in time. She graduated from the Paul Mitchell Cosmetology School. In 2016, she opened her first salon, which was an open floor plan. It was not the salon that she has now. During the COVID pandemic, after that, she opened her first salon suite location. She is the owner of a 20 salon suite named Lux the Salon Suites. I want to welcome to the On the Level with B-Level tonight. I want to have conversation. Please welcome Miss Alysha Nicole Johnson. Did I do you well with your introduction?
Yeah, that was great.
All right, so I want to start, even though I've introduced some of your accolades, I want to go ahead and before I get started, I want to say that you've got some people on here that's speaking to you. Mrs. Green said, tell her not to be nervous because she's amazing and gifted. Tristan Hobbs is tuning in and he's saying, don't be nervous. Yeah, y'all show Alysha, y'all show Alysha some love here. Okay, so Alysha, the first thing that I want to ask you, even though you've accomplished a lot, and we're going to get into your accomplishments, I want to say that I did not know you like I normally know a lot of our guests, but in my research of trying to seek amazing people, because that's what Wednesday nights are about. Having conversation with extraordinary people that are doing extraordinary things. I found that you're really respected in the community. A lot of people really love and respect your accomplishment. And so I need to say that this conversation, even though you do not like talking about yourself, this is designed to highlight some of your accomplishment that you've done and to give you your flowers. We don't want to be talking about what the wonderful things you've done when you pass. We want to embrace those wonderful things that you've done right now. So it's about giving you your flowers, and I'll just say that the community loves you. So you have done a great job doing what you do, and we're going to talk about some of those great things that you've done. But I do want to stop and say big ups to you for having such a stellar career and people really enjoying what you've done. Okay. Couple other things. Somebody said, "Hey, cuz, you got this." We somebody else saying, "Hey, you made it in. I was asleep then, woke up and had to do two LM." I don't know what they're talking about. That
What?
old school. I don't know who that is. Somebody's
What?
saying, I don't know what they're saying. I said, I thought it was somebody you knew, so that's why I highlighted. But anyway, first question, Alysha. Out of all of the accolades that I've said, in a nutshell, I want you to give me a snapshot on who is Alysha Johnson.
Let me see. How do I answer that? Okay. Um, I'm a hairstylist.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm driven. I'm a mother. I'm really somebody who I'm like obsessed with growing and building and learning and really just trying to be my best self. I'm raising my brother and I have an 8-year-old daughter, so I have little people looking at me, and I feel
Right.
like it's up to me to kind of help them lead, try to help them, try to guide them in the right direction. So
Are you married, Alysha?
I'm not. I'm in a
Okay.
relationship. So.
Okay. Not married. Where are you from? Where did you grow up at?
I'm from North Little Rock.
You're
I
from
was
the North
raised
North, huh?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
I was raised off Lincoln Avenue, off of Washington. Like I remember you had a guy on here maybe a couple
Bishop
weeks
Stephen
ago.
Arnold.
Yep,
Bishop
and
Arnold.
he was
Yep.
saying he was from off Washington and mentioned winks and all of that, and I'm like,
That's your hood.
basically
That's your
that's
hood.
exactly where I'm from. That's the
Okay.
area I was from. I'm
Okay.
from, and then I moved to Rose City when I got a little older.
Okay. Okay. Were you raised with your mom, your dad? Were you in a single parent home? Well, how were you? Tell me a little bit about Alysha's upbringing.
Uh, I was raised with both parents, kinda. My daddy was there. He didn't always live there, but he was always like in the picture.
Hmm.
So it was me and my brother raised in the house together. I have a brother. Well, I had a brother. He passed away about 2 years ago.
My
And so it was
condolences.
two of us raised in the house together. Thank you. And then my daddy, it be them daddies. My daddy had some other kids. I have an
Papa
older
was a Rolling
sister.
Stone. Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Yeah, yeah, daddy was doing his thing.
I
So
ain't mad at
I have
daddy.
a older sister and I have two younger brothers now. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
All
I
right.
have an
Okay.
11-year-old brother.
Okay.
That's the baby.
So tell me what, because I'm trying to let people know who Alysha is. Tell me what you enjoy doing when you're not doing hair, when you're not traveling, doing stuff for the kids. What is a hobby? What does Alysha love to do? What do you do in your spare time?
This may be boring to a lot of people, but well, for one, I'll watch I have to watch my crime shows. I love crime shows. So I'm watching even all my clients probably, if they're watching, they'll probably chime in and say, that's all we watching while they're getting their hair done. But if it's not a crime show, it's usually like a podcast. I'm obsessed with, like I said, learning and growing
Right.
my business and learning a lot of things that I didn't know, like things
Okay.
that I have to seek, like um, anything investing, anything to grow my money, anything to create a legacy,
Right.
uh, grow my portfolio, anything that will add value. I'm trying to learn about.
So Alysha's about her paper. She
For
said
sure.
one of your
She loves.
clients is saying she loves Fatal Attraction. You got your clients in there watching all these
Yes,
crime stories
yes,
while they're
that's
getting their
great.
hair
We were
done.
just watching it the other day. Yes, they know.
So, do you have a favorite food? What do you enjoy? What's your favorite food?
I love cheese dip. I love, what do I love? All the unhealthy things, but my life is a diet. My life is a diet. And my boyfriend be like, I hate that for you. Like, why are you stressing yourself out for no reason? But I'm always counting calories. I'm always trying to get my protein in. So
Right.
I don't always get to eat what I love,
Okay.
but all the unhealthy things I love. But what I try to eat is a lot of things with to get my daily. amount of protein in.
All right, and this is probably like my last personal question before we get over into your professional life. And I always ask people this, and people are like, why do you ask this? But I think this tells a lot. If I was to get in your car, Alysha, and I was to take your phone and have your Apple Music, and I would turn on what three songs is in heavy rotation when Alysha's riding, and vibing? What is she listening to? Give me some songs that she's listening to, some music that she's listening to.
I probably can't say particular songs, but I can give you artists.
Give me artists. I'll go for that. What artists?
First of all, the nerd in me is always going to be listening to a book. So it's always a book or something on some financial literacy. That's the first thing I'll be listening to. But if it's not that, it's going to be Glow or Big X the Plug.
What?
Yeah, like anybody, like I told you the other day, anybody talking that shit I need to hear to turn me up and motivate me.
Okay.
That's what I'm listening to. And it's usually them,
Okay.
Anybody that's talking that talk, I need to hear to turn me up. Yeah.
All right, Alysha, what did you do before you decided to get in the hair industry? What did you work? What was Alysha doing before she decided to get in the hair industry? What jobs did you have?
I've always done hair. Always.
From the start? That was this is your only job that you've had.
That's not my only job, but that's always been a side hustle. So my mama taught me how to braid when I was 7 years old. So from there, I guess I perfected it on my dolls and my family and all of that. But that's always been like my thing, whether it was I was charging maybe like $10 or $20 or something, like that was always like a side hustle for me. I didn't really take it as serious, but my very first job was Tandy 10.
Okay, at the movies.
Rock, like the dollar movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I was there. I was there for years.
So you mentioned when we talked, you mentioned that your mom taught you how to braid at 7, is what you said. And so from 7 years old, you were doing relatives' hair. You get to high school, you're doing, high school hair. And then you told me when you went to college. Tell us about that story of you going to college and how you transitioned and figured out that college is not what you wanted to do. And tell us that story about going to college and having that conversation with, I don't know if you said of a professor or a counselor, advisor. Tell me that story.
So first of all, I always have to throw my mama under the bus because she told me hairstylists didn't make money. And that's all I wanted to do. I didn't like when it got to that point where it's like, okay, now it's time to kind of like I was 17 or 18, like, okay, what are you gonna do for your career? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to do anything but hair. I wasn't, like I say, you don't dream bigger than what you're exposed to. And I can't say I was exposed to a whole lot to know what I could major in when I went to college. I had no clue. So I'm like, hair is all I know. I mean, if I go to college, I guess I'll do business or something because I want a hair business, those were my thoughts as a 17-year-old. And so, and all of my friends are going to college too. So it just felt like the right thing to do. So I went to college and I was there. And of course I had clients in North Little Rock because that's where I'm from and that's where I was building my clientele. So even in college, I was driving back home every weekend to do hair or when I would get out of my classes in my dorm, once they found out I did hair, I was the hairstylist in the dorm. So I would get out of my classes and I would have appointments booked and everything. And
so at least you was doing that kitchen hair. You was doing that kitchen hair.
That dorm hair, yeah. Dorm hair and kitchen hair.
Right, okay.
Yes. And just charging a little of nothing. Like, when I think about it, I'm disappointed in myself. But I didn't know. I didn't know that I could make a real career out of it for real.
So what made you decide to switch from, was it UCA you were going to go to Paul Mitchell? What made you think or did you graduate from UCA? Did you get your degree or did you? Okay. You
I'm
said
a college dropout.
Yeah. So you said, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm gonna go where my heart is. And you went and enrolled into Paul Mitchell, right?
I was talking to my advisor, Miss Pat. I always say I'm forever indebted to her because I had never even heard of Paul Mitchell. But I was talking to her about like making my schedule
Hmm.
for the next year, next semester or something. And I was like, I don't want to do this. I tried it.
Right.
I know what I like. I want to do hair. And she was like, I have a friend over at Paul Mitchell. I can connect you with her. And she connected me with a lady named Casey in admissions. And when I walked through the door, just the smell of hair, I knew I was in the right place. It's crazy. It's crazy how I remember the scent and everything. But I just remember feeling like this is what I want to do.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
went in and I enrolled in Paul Mitchell.
How long did it take you to finish cosmetology school?
Like a year.
Okay.
I think
So
it took
after
like
you go to school, you graduate. Do you get your own salon? Tell me where you go from a graduate of cosmetology. Where do you go?
I went and worked in a salon but with a lady I knew. I had knew her for a while. Her and my cousin used to own the salon together, and so I had went to her salon because I was familiar with her. And I was with them for about 6 years, and I kind
Mhm.
of learned like the ins and outs of running a business, running a hair salon. It was a hair
Okay.
salon slash barbershop, but I knew that I went in knowing I wanted my own.
Right.
I didn't know how. I didn't know how I was gonna get there.
Right.
To me it was far fetched because I didn't really know many business owners like that. So I'm like, it was kind of far fetched, but I'm like, if they can do it, why can't I do it? Because I always had a vision of how I wanted my salon to be. So, like I said, I was there. I kind of learned the do's and the don'ts, and I took what I knew and I found a building, and I had maybe one or two stylists that came with me from that salon.
Hmm.
And I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but here we go, and I rented the building. I'm like, I really just need like a couple people to help pay this rent,
Right.
and
Right.
I'll be okay, And
Right.
so
Right.
that I think that is what sparked my obsession with information because I didn't know nothing about business at all. Like I said, I wasn't really around business owners like that. So
Right.
um, I'm like, there just has to be a better way. Like I know there just has to be a better way. When I look at
Right.
people that are doing big things and have big businesses and multi-million dollar businesses, I'm like, the only difference between them and me is the information. So it's up to me to like learn the information. So that has taken me down a rabbit hole.
So in 2016, you decide to jump out on faith, start your own salon. Where is this salon that you start? Where is it located? What town, part of town? Don't you have to give me the address? So give me the part of town it was in.
JFK in North Little Rock,
Okay, so you
which is
open
a
this.
busy street in North Little Rock.
How long do you keep this salon before you decide and let's go back because when you opened this salon in our conversation you told me that it was an open floor plan salon, which means everybody's in the same general area.
Mhm, mhm.
um why was that salon not satisfactory to you? Why did you feel like that you needed more, or your stylist and you guys needed more privacy?
Well, for one, we kind of had cubicles. Um, and it was so, it was kind of open, but kind of sectioned off a little bit. So you could
Okay.
still hear everything that's going on and all of that. But the main thing, the biggest thing is it just wasn't profitable enough for me. Like I was really like breaking even for the most part for, the whole time I had the salon. And I'm like, no, this ain't making no sense. Like it
This
gotta
ain't
be
it.
another
This
way,
ain't it. This ain't
this
it.
ain't it right here.
Yeah.
But even with COVID, like even well, being in that salon before COVID, my niche kind of started to be like focusing on women with hair loss. And
Okay.
so just recognizing how my clients needed that privacy and wanted that privacy. And then COVID hit, it was like it really only made sense to get salon suites. So even in the cubicle setting that I had, I even put up curtains to try to, give privacy. But again, it was like you could hear everybody's conversations.
Right.
It just wasn't. And maybe it was because I didn't know what I was doing. I'm
Right.
sure I could
Right.
have made it work
Right.
maybe if I came in knowing more, like knowing what to charge and,
Yeah.
or doing another maybe commission or something like that, like maybe doing it a different way. Had I known more, maybe it would have been more profitable than it was. But
Right.
again, I just jumped out not knowing nothing.
Yeah, Tasha Chapman is saying she's so inspirational to me.
Thank you
And
so
so for those of you guys who are just tuning in, I am talking to Alysha Johnson. We're leading up to her opening her salon. We've covered her young age. We've covered her going to school. We have covered her in cosmetology school, and now we're at the point where you have opened your salon. How long do you keep this salon before you decide to go open the Lux brand? How long do you keep? And is that name the same? Is that the same name that you? So you keep that?
Oh, no, 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 no.
What
It
was?
was Lux the Salon. And people say Lux Salon all the time, and it's the.
Okay.
Like the is
Lux the
important.
Salon.
Yes,
Was that
because
the name of the first salon? It wasn't that. Was that the name on JFK when you were at JF? That was the name. Okay.
it was
So
Lux the Salon.
Lux
So when
the
I got
Salon.
the salon suites, it was like Lux the Salon Suites. Then the school
Okay.
Lux the Academy. The is important. It's an important part of the brand that people leave out.
So listen, y'all people out there, y'all better stop screwing the name up. Y'all need to put the D in front of it. Okay. If we
It's
catch you saying
important. It's
Lux the
important.
salon, put the D. It is, you hear the boss woman saying D is important. Lux
Yes.
the salon suites. Okay. So
Yes.
you
Because there
decide,
are Lux salons out here, and so that's what separates us. Is
okay.
Lux. Yeah.
So you decide that you want more privacy.
Hmm.
So you go and you open up the salon suites. Is it the location that you're at now?
No.
Okay.
Well, it was a two-part shopping center.
Okay.
We had Valley High 1, Valley High 2.
Okay.
The other salon was like in the building right beside it.
Okay.
So when I found out that there was like a space open in a there was like a space open in the other building that was
Okay.
like it was kind of like office spaces and stuff already. I was like, oh yeah, this it right here. This it
So
right here.
so you go find. I want to talk about the space that you're in now. Okay. You have how many salon suites do you have in your salon now?
20.
So are they all full?
Almost. We
Almost.
have it's 18 of us.
Okay.
No, it's 19 of us.
Okay.
It's 19 of
So
us right now.
I'm gonna make you work a little bit. I want you to shout out the people that you have in your shop now. Give them their shout outs. Right. Do you remember all
I
19
gotta pull
stylists?
them up.
Okay. Well,
Gotta pull
let's
them
shout them
up.
out. And while you're shouting out, I don't know if they're all on this picture.
Oh
All
yeah, yeah.
all of
That
them
makes
are
it
on.
easy for me. Yeah, yeah. That makes it
Okay,
easy.
so I'm gonna put the picture up. I ain't trying to make it hard for you, Alicia. I'm trying to make it
Thank you.
easier. Get shout all these all all females?
Yes,
Oh, wait a
yes.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're gonna talk about this. So no, shout them out. Then we're gonna come back to my thought. I'm gonna write my thought. Shout them out.
Okay, look at them. We look so good in this.
Y'all
Okay.
do. Y'all do.
Okay, so we have I'm gonna start from left to right.
Okay.
Wait, yeah, left to right. Okay, so we have Zaria. She's a braider. Our braiders, first of all, everybody is cold blooded. Like, and I think that's the best thing about Lux is like nobody is like half-assing. Everybody is like, well, for one, salon suites are for established stylists already. So these are stylists that already are, doing their thing. Like they're already have a clientele, already have a name for themselves. But we'll start with Zaria. She's a
Okay.
braider. Ricky Cole, one of the coldest
Man, Ricky Cole has been a
hairstylists.
guest on this podcast twice. So I know Ricky.
Has
Ricky's doing a
she?
yes. She's been on the podcast twice.
I love me some Ricky. I love her. Chaz is the salon manager. So she's
Okay.
not a stylist there, but she's a salon manager and she's a makeup artist.
Okay.
I love me some Chaz. Everybody loves Chaz.
Okay.
We have Shay. She's a loctician. She's cold as well. She has been with me the longest. So
Okay.
Shay was there when we had the open floor plan on
Okay.
at the other
Okay.
salon.
Shay
Then
been
you
rocking
have
with you.
yes, then you have Michaela. She is a natural stylist, ponytails, quick weaves, all the things. She is so good. That's my girl. Starlene, braider. What do you want to know what everybody does?
Well,
I
I
feel
mean,
like
if you want to tell the audience, I don't care if you can tell them what they do, or you could just shout them out. But I mean, I think
okay.
it's
I
pretty
don't want
dope.
to take up all your time, but
Hey man,
I'll tell
I
you.
got nothing but time. Don't feel rushed. Go
Okay.
ahead. Tell me what they do.
Okay, you got Starlene, you got Amanda. She's another one. Her and Shay have been with me the longest. That's me. And then you have Alysha. She's a vet in the game. She's a natural stylist. She's been doing hair for a long time. So grateful to have her over at Lux. Raven, another natural stylist. Like everybody is just fire. Everybody fire, honestly. Um, Amanda, we have another Amanda. She's a braider. Destiny right behind her is a braider. Tamiria, she does a lot of natural styles. Quick, y'all can look on the website because everything that everybody does is listed on the website. So let me make it through here. Mariah, Bree, Abby, and then we have another lady, Nazil, Noslin. She does the brows, the threading, waxing and all of that.
Well, let me ask you this. Now, I'll just tell you, I've owned several businesses. A couple of them was or nightclubs, and this is a question that I kind of feel like I know what you're gonna answer. But when you have 19 women working together, sometimes I've also been in a shop. People don't know that I used to cut hair back in the day, and so
Really?
yes, a lot of people don't know that. And I'm kind of like you. I didn't do it long before I said this. This wasn't for me. But working with women can be very catty. Sometimes it can be messy. Sometimes it'd be a lot of gossip. Now, 19 women, actually 20 with you. Is the shop catty? Is it like normal shops? Do you have beef? Do you have drama? I'm gonna tell you this story. I had 19 guys working for me, 3 women working, and those 3 women they kept up more hell than the 19 guys. So give me the vibe of the shop. Give me how y'all rolling. Are y'all family? Tell me what's going on in the shop.
It's definitely a family vibe.
Okay.
No cattiness at all. No
What?
drama. I'm not
What?
even lying to you. And honestly, in all my years of having a salon, we have never had drama. If
Really?
anybody in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but I cannot think of a time as the owner, unless something has happened that I didn't know. I
Right.
can't think of a time where we've had drama
Let me ask you
ever.
this: does the reason why y'all don't have drama, y'all all family, but how is the vetting? If someone comes and wants to be a part of this salon suites, how do you vet them? How do you decide if you're going to lease a space to them? Do you check them out?
Yeah.
Sometimes people can start being beef. And what is your vetting process, Alysha, if somebody wants to come and rent one of the salon suites from you?
I do my research on them. I look into them and see, well, for one, are you established?
Okay.
Because this is not where I'm not a salon that is here to like help you build your clientele. But I want to make sure you're established. But I look into your social media. Like if you keep up a lot of drama, if
Mm.
you are arguing with clients online and arguing with people, just if you are a messy person, you're not welcome in looks at
And and
all.
and
And
as I'm thinking and I've been listening, it's probably when you talk about being established, and that's one of the reasons why you want people that are established. But it's a little bit more expensive to have a salon suite than an open floor
Mhm.
plan
Yes,
salon.
yes.
So is that the reason why you want to make sure it's not a swinging door, that you have people coming in and you want them to? Is that why you require them to be established before
Yeah.
you? Okay.
Yeah,
It's
because it's like you know how you go to like a doctor's office and they have like they're in like a doctor's building, but they're like renting these spaces.
right.
Like that's the same thing as like a salon suite. You're running your business, you're operating your business inside of the Lux building.
Yeah.
So you set your own rules, you set your own hours. Like you're literally just paying rent to me and
Right.
you create your own ambiance and you do your own thing.
Do
But
they
one
get?
of us, oh, what'd
No,
you
go ahead.
say?
No, no. Finish what you were saying. Finish what you were saying.
Um,
One of us.
I
You were saying something.
I've always over the years just bragged about how it has not been any drama with looks. And one of the stylists told me like your vibe attracts your tribe. And that's why it's no drama, you know. And I'm like, that just stuck with me
Yeah.
because it just made me want to be more intentional about making it clear I'm not on no drama. I'm here to get my money. I got kids to take care of, a family.
Right.
I'm trying to get back home, you know. And honestly, that's what everybody is on. You know,
Right.
like everybody, mostly everybody in the salon is like mothers. They have their wives, they have a
Right.
family or something.
Right.
So they just like coming into work and, you know, get their money, go home, and come back and do it again.
Somebody's saying phenomenal black women. They are loving you, loving your salon. Do the stylists get to decorate their own suite? They get to
Yes.
put their own decoration that they like in their suite.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
It's their business. So
Okay.
they can do it up how they want to, you know. It's they
So, and
create their own
you
vibe.
celebrated 9 years, right? You just celebrated
Mhm.
your ninth year. And is it being at this location for 9 years, or it's all together? This is the
It's
9 year.
all together.
Okay.
Look,
I
yeah.
want to play a video that you guys did at your, was this a ninth year anniversary party that you guys had? What was this this video that I'm getting ready to play?
It may be the grand opening for the new location.
Okay, so this was
Maybe.
not, this was when you guys started the grand opening. Okay, I'm gonna play this, and this will give you guys a feel of how Lux, the salon suite, look like. And this was your marvelous grand open. I'm gonna play that, and then we're gonna come back and talk. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Okay.
You are my treasure. You are my treasure. Yeah, you.
So we are here at Lux the Salon Suites grand opening of their new location. So this isn't the first location, but it's a new location. So we're here celebrating black entrepreneurs, scaling of businesses, circulating the black dollar in the black communities, a lot of black economics, and we're having a great time while doing it.
I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine. Fine, so
She's gone from doing hair in her mama's kitchen to going to somebody else's shop to having her own shop to saying, you know what, I want the suites. And here we are at Lux Salon and Suites. I'm proud of her, and I'm just excited to see what God has in store for her.
dancer. You know you can make my wish come true.
She's just been so gracious. She is humble. She's made for this. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. And I'm so happy to have been a part of this journey. I'm just glad and happy to call you a friend more than anything. So good luck. And I cannot wait to see more.
Don't you start crying, Alicia. Don't start crying. So obviously, this was when you first opening. So when you rented the place, did you have to transition to your vision? Do you have to, you knock down walls, or was it already like that when you had it, when you got it?
There were a few office spaces in there already, but it was like a total remodel. Like we had to gut out the entire middle part. We had to gut out a lot of it, build new rooms and cut rooms in half and add a lot of plumbing, a whole lot
Yeah.
of plumbing,
Wow.
seats and all the duct work and
Yeah.
electricity, all of that.
Wow.
I love all of that.
How long did it take it to transition from the day you got it to the finished product when you guys could move in? How much construction work did you do?
It took longer than it was supposed to. I can tell you that. No, but I'd say maybe about 4 months, maybe
Oh,
4 months.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
so
Okay.
it was pretty chaotic.
Yeah, Miss Chapman said, my next goal is relocating to a suite. I need privacy dealing with my hair loss client.
Come on over,
So
Tasha.
Miss Chapman, I don't know. We got a place for you. You got to come and holler at my girl Alicia. She got 2 more spots. So I mean, you better come holler at her. Okay.
Come on.
Let's talk about your online academy. Okay.
Okay.
Tell us what the online academy is.
Okay, so Lux the Academy was me taking, okay, so basically when stylists would come in, the ones that weren't established already, even some that were established, would always ask like how to build their clientele, or like just do you use like a card processing system? Do you do this? Do you do that? And so I was kind of like repeating myself over and over again. And I was like, I saw people online because I'm an information junkie. Feel like I'm all over the place, but I'm an information junkie. If I see something I want to know, I'm gonna buy the class, I'm gonna learn it. And so when I was constantly getting those questions, I was like, let me put all of this into like an e-course where you could just buy the course and it's like self-paced. It like comes to you, it's pre-recorded. When you purchase it, it comes to you. You could learn it at your own time. You know, you could watch it from your phone at any
Right.
time, any place. And so basically, I just took everything that I had learned over all of my years, my 15 years of being a hairstylist, and put it into a course. And so it's like, I don't know, maybe like 10 to 12 videos of me just breaking down step by step how to go from zero to six figures. That's the first course because I have two courses on Lux the Academy.
Okay.
Roadmap to six figures and mastering the salon suites. And so with mastering the salon suites, that's another course we have where I basically just take every single thing, the entire process of me building out my salon suites, and I put that into a course as well. The
Okay.
softwares I use, the how to find your contractor, how to find your building, my floor plan, the licensing you'll need, every single thing. I did not miss a beat,
It's
even
a
down to the
toolkit.
grand
How do
opening,
you
how
do
to
it
get
then?
sponsorships for the grand opening. What'd you say?
Yeah. So it's a toolkit to how you do that. Basically
Basically,
everything.
it's the blueprint for how to go from zero to six figures. And then I one thing that I stress is working on your exit strategy. Like coming into the industry and identifying an exit strategy, because you cannot do this forever. Like you can't, and I always hear that one stream of income is too close to none. So whether it's your exit strategy or just you creating another stream of income, if you're not sure, Salon Suites has worked for me, maybe it could work for you. So with Lux the Academy, I'm like, let me teach you. Let me teach you my way.
So let's talk about this course about the six figures. Give me the name of that course again. That you had two courses. How to make six figures. Is that what I understood you to say?
Roadmap.
To six figures.
Mhm,
What does that
mhm.
course talk about? You talked about the salon, how to do that, but what does that course concentrates on? It basically tell you the roadmap of how to make $100,000 in the hair industry, basically. Okay,
Yeah.
so it gives you the plan.
It's not as far-fetched, and it seems like a whole lot, but it's really not a whole lot when you think
Yeah.
about all the things you have to pay. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's with any career, but it basically teaches you step by step. Like the roadmap is really catered to somebody fresh out of school, because
Okay.
I feel like I was clueless about every single thing when I came out of beauty school. Honestly, it took me a couple years to even realize I was an entrepreneur. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So I was
Wow.
like 19. So yeah, give me a little grace on that. But I didn't even
Yeah.
realize that I wasn't paying taxes. I didn't
Right.
know how to. I
Right.
didn't, I was at Tandy 10, they'll take it out for me. So
Right.
I didn't know nothing about nothing. And then one of the barbers there was like, yeah, you put your money in a shoebox, so won't nobody know what you got. And
Right.
and that was definitely some of the worst advice I had ever had. But I'm clueless, so I'm like, okay, you said a shoebox, okay, like so I'm just putting money in a shoebox, and then here it comes time for me to like even just get my first apartment.
Yeah.
I couldn't even do that
Right.
because they were like, you don't make no money, and I'm like, I do. It's in my
It's in
shoebox,
the shoebox.
right? But I didn't have like a paper trail or anything, so it
Yeah.
just looked like I couldn't really get a car without needing my mama to co-sign or
Yeah.
nothing, because it's like I'm making cash and I'm putting
Yeah.
it in a shoebox,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so the more I learned, the more I'm like, I know I'm not alone out here that's, just out
Right.
here fresh out of beauty school that's
Right.
confused.
Right.
Like somebody lead me in the right direction. And so I'm like, why not me?
So how many years have you been in the hair industry doing? How long would you say?
I've been licensed for 15 years.
15 years.
Mhm.
And this is how many stylists do you think that are in the state of Arkansas that is making six figures in styling? Is it a small percentage of stylists that you would guess? And I know you don't see their pocketbooks, but if you had to guess, what percentage of stylists you think are already probably making six figures in doing this? Would you say 10% of the stylists are? Would you say 15%?
Maybe about 30%, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. When I think about a lot of stylists in Arkansas that I follow, they are kind of established. They're pretty established,
Right.
So I'm sure they are. That's not hard to make. That's like
Right.
a couple clients a day,
Okay. How much does this course cost to get access to this course, to these courses?
Roadmap to six figures, I think, is like $99.
So for $99, you will give somebody the blueprint of how to get to making six figures. Where can they buy these courses at? Where do they go to get these courses?
Everything associated with looks is under www.luxthesalonnlr.com. luxthesalonnlr.com.
Y'all know she's serious about this D. Do not
D.
play with her.
Do not forget
play
the
with
D.
her. Don't play with her about this D.
But all things looks are under there. All of the courses, all of looks information. If you want to schedule a tour to the salon, if you want to check out the course information, book an appointment, all of the stylists are on there. All the things we offer, everything is on the website.
Are there any plans to put more tutorials and more classes on this online class? Is there any? You have those two classes there. Are any plans to put more classes on the site?
I don't think so. I think those are probably the only two I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Because those are the most important to me. Those are the ones that I feel like I'm the expert in.
Right.
But I would next is gonna be a school.
Okay. Somebody is saying Conway need Luxe Suites. Are there any plan to expand the brand into other cities? Alysha, are there any plans?
Definitely.
There's definitely some plans. Is Conway on the hit list?
Conway wasn't really on the list. I'm sorry, Tasha.
Okay, no, we good.
I mean, and I say that because I see that they have a couple suites out there, and so I don't really know what the market is like out there. But that does not mean it's off the table, Tasha.
Do you have your hit list cities that you're thinking about expanding to? What cities are you thinking about expanding to?
Little Rock is next.
Okay, so you're coming off from the north to Little Rock. Okay, all right, okay. Let's talk about something that I think that I've heard that you do really well, and that's platform artistry, right? You have performed in hair shows. You're doing hair classes. How long have you been a platform artist?
Oh, I don't know. Okay, if I've been doing hair 15 years, let me do some math. Maybe 10.
Okay.
Maybe 10, give or take.
Yeah. Is that something you enjoy educating people? Do you enjoy that? Is that something that you love to do to compete?
Not competing. The whole platform thing, the whole performing, that's all about strategy. That's not for fun at all for me. Like, I hate everything about it. And I mean everything about it. Teaching on a platform is different. I enjoy it. But the platform, the dancing and the dancers together, putting the performance together, all of that it's all strategy. Because when people see you doing big things, they want to be a part of what you're doing, and so I think that helps to keep my salon food.
Okay.
I feel,
Okay.
or even
Okay.
then, I felt like it did back when I was doing it, but yeah, I didn't like doing it at all.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I written searched and I found a couple of videos on you, Alysha. They're don't worry, they're not sex videos. All right, you don't have to worry about
I
they
wasn't worried
are
about it
yeah
at all.
they are videos where you were competing. And I decided to play this one video because I was a little bit biased because this video that I'm about to play was actually in my nightclub. Tam, it was one of Tam's shows, and she had several hair battles in my old nightclub. I used to own this club when she had it, so you didn't even know that. You looking puzzled, but I'm gonna play this video, and it's super. It's I normally don't play long videos, but it's entertaining. It is
You gonna
super
show the
dope.
whole video?
It is entertaining. I'm not gonna cut these people short on your talent. I'm playing the whole video, Alysha, the whole video. Okay. Then we're gonna come back and talk about it. Okay. It is very entertaining. Here we go.
Okay.
You gotta make your entrance on that stage, girl. You better show them why you're a team captain. You better cut that hair while she is dancing like she dancing, girl. Show them why how you represent, baby. Oh, yeah, little rock. This is the cup party, baby. This is the cup party. When you come to a Kevin Curry, pro, and professional little cup party, you better come ready to cut your hair, baby. You better be ready to show off what you got, baby. Everything, everything, everything. So I actually did cut it short because I didn't want to. I did cut it short. But great job, great job. That was actually, like I said, I owned that club when you guys were there. How often do you compete in hair battles and hair shows?
I don't.
You don't. You don't.
don't.
You
I think I did that time because I was like the captain of the team or something
Okay.
like that. So it was for marketing more than anything. I think I may have been working on a new salon or something. It was like I say, it was all strategy behind
strategic.
it, not just for fun ever.
So I saw that you were doing what they call a cut party. Is cutting one of your specialists in the salon that you do now?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. All right.
Pixies cutting, I cut all day, but pixies are my specialties.
Okay. Okay. The next thing is we talked about education, and I know that you talk about learning stuff all the time. Learning and education is very near and dear to you. And so I know that you are a part of a 4 hour of power. And I'm going to put this up here so we can talk about this. Tell me what this is, Alysha.
So I think this is the class Tam is hosting next week. If anybody's watching, I need a model too. I need a pixie model. I think is that next week?
It is the 26th of that's like 11 days away. So it's Sunday, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday.
Okay. But it's just 4 hours of knowledge, like just jam-packed knowledge. I'm not familiar with a couple people on here, but I know Tam. If Tam is involved, it's packed with education.
Yeah.
Even in my 15 years, anytime I go to a class where Tam is involved, and even I'm meeting new stylists that are on stage or something like that, like it's like I always walk away learning something new, or always walk away wanting to like implement something into my styling or my regimen as a stylist, just because she teaches you so much. Like always goes back to the basics, to the science of hair, where I'm like, okay, I forgot about that. Like let me get back to that. So
What are you gonna talk about? What are you gonna teach in this class?
I'm teaching pixies. I do
Okay.
this signature pixie style, so I'll be teaching that. But I'm also talking about exit strategy, and Tam wants me to, spend a little time on that because I think it's so important in our industry. Like we just don't know, like how to create an exit plan in the industry. Like you can say it, but most times, a lot of stylists are like, but what does that look like?
Right.
If you don't know, you just don't know.
Right. Well, the name of this class is 4 Hours of Power, and she's not the only educator. You got Lewis Rare is on here, Kenyatta Hayes, and she talked about Tamala McElroy. Everybody knows Tam's on here every Sunday and every day. She is also teaching class. It's Sunday, October the 26th. It's from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock. It's going to be at the Brothers Business Complex, and that's out on Reservoir Road. It looks like invest $60. $60 is not a lot to learn and be amongst professionals and people that are trying to do what you're learning to do. If you want to get involved, if you want to buy tickets, if you want to be a vendor, if you want to get involved, call Tam at 501-247-9817. Again, call Tamala McElroy, 501-247-9817. I got a couple compliments I'm going to put up here, couple of comments. Deja Johnson is saying, awesome job. Your story is inspiring, and I can tell that you have good energy. Congrats and more blessings to come. She also says, sidebar question, who designed your website? It looks amazing.
Thank you. I had a lady named Simone that was doing it, but she kind of did the whole layout, and I really just keep it updated. I basically do it now.
Now, I want to move into our last conversation, and it's your personal life, right? I'm going to get all in your business right now. You know what I mean? Like I asked you, were you married? And you said, no, you were dating. But a question that I have for you with is being so successful and being so driven, sometimes does that get in the way of your personal relationship? How long have you been in this relationship? And does that ever get in the way of your dating life?
No,
Does it?
I don't think so.
Sometimes successful people are the hardest to find people to love them because they're so driven. They work. Do you work a lot of hours, Alysha? Are you one that? How many hours a week are you working?
I don't know how many hours, but I'm there a lot. And if it's not work, it's the kids. And even when I get home, I'm still like, I'll pull my laptop out and I'm
So
still
you have
working.
to have someone that's very understanding to your career.
Mhm.
Oftentimes, when successful people date, their partners oftentimes feel like that they put their careers and those things before them. So understanding, talk about your mate. Is your mate very understanding to how driven and how focused you are on your career? And does that ever that's never a problem with you guys?
Never, never.
Good.
I think it's easy when you date somebody that's just as driven as you are.
Good
You know,
job. Good
like
job.
iron sharpens iron, and I don't want nothing but iron around me. So I'm not. I've never dated anybody that had a problem with that because if you ain't got nothing going on, I don't want to talk to you anyway. You know,
I
so
get you. I get it.
yeah.
I'm on that. I'm on that. I'm on that. All right. So listen, we've talked about dating. We've talked about professional. We've talked about the academy. We've talked about hair classes. We've talked about hair shows. What have we missed about the wonderful Alysha Johnson? What have I not covered?
I think you covered it all. Maybe motherhood. I don't think we talked about motherhood at
Let's
all.
talk about it, dude. How do you enjoy being a mother?
Um, I would be lying if I said I love it all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
and I don't think, and no, for real. I mean, part of being on this platform is being real. Like, sometimes I enjoy being a father until they piss me off, and then I don't really
Mhm.
enjoy being a father. And so I know that
Definitely.
it has its ups and downs. But was it your desire to have children? Do you want more children? Are you done? What's going on with that, Alicia?
I'm done having
You
kids, that's
done?
for sure. I've
Okay.
always hoped my man came with his own kids.
Okay.
He
Okay.
did.
And how old is
um,
your baby? How old is your baby?
8.
8. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm raising my brother who's 11.
Okay. So you really have two, 8 and
Hmm.
11 year olds. Okay.
So I
And
have, oh, what'd you say?
no, I was doing a follow-up question and just trying to figure out how tough that is because you have 2 kids basically. They're not even teenagers yet. So how are
Yeah.
you battling? How are you just juggling being a full-time mother twice, running a successful salon, an academy, and all of the things that you do? How do you juggle that?
I'm struggling. I'm struggling like it's for real. Like it's exhausting. Like my brother took a picture of us of me in my daughter's soccer game, like sleep the other day. Like it's exhausting.
Yeah.
It really is. And just I commend all the parents that are doing it, or have done it. My mama made it look easy.
Right.
But and I think it's because I'm so driven. Sometimes I think when I have to leave work early for like practice or something, I'm like, I would be so successful if I didn't have no kids. I think that all the time, but I love being a mother and I always wanted to be a mother for real.
Well,
So
well, my
I
girl
enjoy
Ricky
it.
Cole is saying my
Hey,
girl Alysha
Ricky.
Johnson, and then she's also saying, "Hey, she handled it like boss,
Thank you, girl.
inspiring." What's next? What's next? What do we have forward? You are doing so much, and they tell me never to ask a woman their age.
I don't mind.
Okay, how old are you, Alysha?
I'm 35.
So you have accomplished all of this before 35. What can we look forward to in the upcoming years? What does Alysha have coming down the pipeline that we can look forward to?
Um, I want a school. I'm putting it out there. I'm
Okay.
putting it out there. I want a beauty school. That's
Okay.
next.
Okay.
And I want another salon suite and possibly 2 franchise looks at some point. So I want to build my portfolio with real estate. And yeah, that's it.
What is behind your drive? I had the mayor on, and he was 35 when he became the mayor. And one of the questions that I asked him, and I'm going to ask you, a lot of times we don't figure it out until older, right? It is very rare to have a 35-year-old female, Black female doing her thing. So what's behind the drive? What's behind the, I don't want to quit until I'm successful? What's behind, what's the madness to the method to your madness? How are you so driven so young?
Um, the more I learn, the more I realize like it's a lot of information out there. So most times if you in a, I can't speak for everybody, but it's a lot of information out there. You don't have to be stuck, And I know growing up, seeing my mama kind of struggle, not kind of, seeing my mama struggle with us. And I guess as I got older, I realized she was struggling, but as I was younger, we never really missed a beat. But I told you the other day, I always felt like the broke friend. Always. Like my friends had 2 working parents in the house. So it just seemed like they had a lot more than we did. And I just always felt like the broke friend. And I'm like, I never want that for my daughter. And now for my kids. And so the more I learn, I'm like, well, really, I don't want that for myself no more,
Right.
But if I could give my baby a head start, and even just my mama taught me so much, just like managing my money. She was big on that. Like, don't spend more than you bringing in. And
Right.
I'm like, I got so sick of hearing her say that. But as an adult, I'm like recognizing that that's such a small thing that a lot of adults don't even know,
Right.
And so I feel like she taught me all that she could. And then I, was just obsessed with learning more. And so when I look at my daughter, I'm like, if I'm here and I'm teaching you everything I know, you gonna surpass me, And
Right.
so it's just like a cycle. I just want her to be. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah,
I just
Ron is
want her to see her.
saying, proud of you, Alysha Johnson. Shanika is saying, we know what it feels like to be broke.
Mm-hmm.
Shanika is also saying, we got 6 jobs and we don't get tired. That's the
Oh,
song.
Shanika, girl, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm
What
tired.
advice do you have to the young stylists who have just graduated? If you had an opportunity to talk with the young stylist who has just graduated from Paul Mitchell like you did back in the day, what advice would you give them?
Probably find a mentor. Um, do not blow all of your money. Don't blow all of it. When in doubt, save it. You know, don't go blowing it. I know I've always heard like hairstylists, we just so typical. We start making a little money, everybody get a Mercedes or everybody
Right.
get, nice cars, or just we're really wasteful with our money. And I'll just say, put some back.
Right.
Don't spend everything you have. Create a retirement because you can't do it forever. And if you don't know, research, ask somebody. What you don't know, dig into, because it has taken me down a rabbit hole of just trying to learn where to put my money so I don't have to. When I'm older, I want to do hair because I want to, not because I have to.
On that question, how much longer are you, is Alysha Johnson going to be behind the chair?
Probably a long time.
Okay.
Like I don't.
Okay.
I can create my streams, but I love the art of doing hair. So, and I love that it's fast money. So
Okay.
I would probably, even if I wasn't doing it full time, I would probably be doing hair for a long time.
Deja Johnson is saying, I love her energy. And Shanika Jackson is saying, me too,
Thank y'all.
LOL.
Thank
Now, I'm
y'all.
going to throw a curveball. You didn't know I was going to ask you this. I always give the last thing that I've thrown you a lot of curveballs. You've handled them great too. I always give the opportunity for my interviewee to ask me any question that they want to ask me. Nothing is off limits. If you don't have a question that you want to ask, no pressure. But I always end with the interviewee getting an opportunity to ask me any question he or she wants to ask me. So, do you have a question for me?
Okay. In your years of business, um, what have you learned that you would tell somebody like me? What's some information that you could pass to me?
You've said a lot of things. You already got a pat. Research. Um, Always be big on customer service. People don't have to do business with you. You know, save more than you spend. Hire great help, and treat people good. Treat people fair. Don't be don't be unfair to people. Those of what I've always tried to do in all the business that I've owned is get great people, because you can't do only everything, and you're only as so good as your help. So hire good people. But like the business strategics and things one-on-one is put back more than you spend. Try to do research. Try to provide a great product for a great price. Don't misuse people funds. And be a person of your word. Give them what they're saying that they're purchasing from you. Make sure that they're getting their money's worth. That's it. That's it.
Good advice.
You good? Is there anything else that we need to share? You've done great. See, you were so nervous. It's over now. You've gotten through it. Is there anything
Whew,
else?
thank God.
It's over with. No more curve questions. Let's see. Somebody is saying before we get out of here, customer service is key. Do you know Miss Green? Is she one of your customers?
Yeah, she is one
Okay.
of my clients, and she said she was gonna tune in.
Man,
So
she been
she
hanging in here.
did.
Shanika Jackson says facts. She said, good words, B level, great advice, integrity. Yeah, always do what you say you're gonna do. Um, and I don't know that you have many complaints, but how do you handle complaints, Alysha, when somebody is not satisfied with your services? If someone came in and they thought that they was gonna look like Janet Jackson in your seat, and it didn't, they came in with unfair expectations. I want my hair to look like this, and they thought that they were going to look cute like the photo did, right? But you don't want to tell them that your hair is what I did, but you don't have the features of Janet Jackson. You don't look like, you look more like Freddie Jackson.
Oh Lord.
So how do you handle complaints when people are not happy with your services?
I'm always honest with them about, like, we're gonna consult, and I can look at your hair and tell, like I feel like years before I probably would try, but at this
Mhm.
point in my schedule so packed, I don't have time to practice. If this not gonna look like this, then we probably not gonna do it, But
Right.
I always tell my clients before they leave, like, let me know if it's something you want me to change, or
Right.
because what I like might not be something they like,
Yeah.
and vice versa, but they have to wear it. So I want them to love their hair before they leave. So I don't mind changing something if they don't. It's not going to be an issue for me, because you're paying your money. You want
You want to be
to.
satisfied. All right. I got 3 more comments, unless some more come in, and we'll get out of here. Yes, customer service is very important. Be professionals at all time. Atmosphere is everything. Miss Green is also saying, I told her she would do great. And she was stressing, Miss Green. I don't know what's going on with Alysha.
I
She
thought I
just,
was nervous.
yeah, she go back to old school. The customers is always right. No, Shanika Jackson,
Not
the customer is
always.
not always right. No, you are lying. That's not true. Some of these customers get on your damn nerves, but you have to have these customers, okay?
Yeah.
They're just saying good relationships with people in business go a long way. Hey, I want to say again, as I started this off, I set off to have this segment to talk to extraordinary people doing extraordinary things. I've learned a lot about you. Did not know you before we had this conversation. I'm certainly proud to say I know a 35-year-old Black woman who is doing it. So keep doing your thing. Reach out if I could be any assistance to you. Don't hesitate to call, but stay on your stuff. And because I'm happy to know that there's sisters from our Black and brown community that are doing their thing. So I wanted to do this for you, to give you your flowers. You're doing a great job. I'm happy for you. Keep doing your thing.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Okay. If you don't have anything else for me, I'm gonna let you go. You can go and feed those babies or do what you need to do.
Okay.
Good night, Alysha.
All right. Thank you.
All right. All right. Don't forget, tomorrow, King's Talk. We are talking to 3 wonderful Black men: Tracy Johnson, T. Will, Duna Davis. Listen, we're going to have some extraordinary conversation with these guys, and we're going to talk about legacy, what you want your legacy to be. We're going to talk about being great daddies, being great fathers. We're going to talk about entrepreneurship. We're going to talk about a lot of things, and a great conversation from a Black man point of view. These are 3 guys that I really respect. I've known them for some time. So tomorrow, please get your dinner early. Come back at 7:30 tomorrow. This is a special edition. This is not an every Thursday thing. Okay. This is only going to be possibly for the next 2 Thursdays. Okay. The first Thursday is tomorrow, King's Talk. And then I am looking for 3 ladies that can come back and we can have a conversation with our Black queens, and we're going to call it Queens Talk. I am about uplifting. This platform is about uplifting our people. So don't forget tomorrow, if you don't have anything to do, tune in to the UTB podcast, because we're going to have some conversation with these 3 guys. Okay. And then do not forget Friday, Surviving B-Level. It's just what it is. I'm having story time about past relationship, rendezvous, situationship. I'm giving you asked for more B-Level. I'm giving you more of B-Level. And then on Sunday, 7 p.m., the UTB podcast, Unpacking the Baggage. We have Tristan Hobbs, Andrea Hicks, we have Candy Webb, and we have Anthony P., and also Jayla with the T. It is the best damn podcast. I promise you, there's no podcast around that's doing some of the things we do. And I promise you that we the best damn podcast. It ain't nobody doing what UTB is doing. And I promise you that. I stand on that. Okay. I'm gonna read some of these comments before I get out of here. Thank you, Shanika. She's saying great interview. Great job. We love you, Alysha. She's gone, but good. Tasha is saying great interview. And this other young lady, amazing interview. I didn't know you had a podcast until she told me about the interview. I enjoyed it. Well, Miss Green, hopefully you can tune in every Sunday. It is a relationship podcast as well as current event every Sunday at this same place, the same place you came tonight. You can tune in every Sunday at 7:00. And then every Wednesday we interview important people, extraordinary people doing extraordinary things right here on this same platform. Okay. So hopefully this is the first time, but I hope this won't be your last time. Okay. Until tomorrow at 7:30, I will see you then at a different time, but the same bat channel. Y'all have a good night. Good night.
Had another rough conversation.